What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Pass. That's Play Action Snap Scouting. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another NFL mock draft for the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys historically have been a great franchise that have won a lot of Super Bowls in the 90s. However, recently, they've really underperformed and haven't been able to win, much less get to a Super Bowl. So, and part of that is, their defense last year was really bad. I'm just going to be quite frank. They need help on the defensive side of the ball, and they traded one of their best defensive players in Micah Parsons, but they got a first-round pick for that trade. So they have two first-round picks. That's right, two. One at number 12 and the other at pick number 20. And we're going to take those two picks and turn those into some defensive studs to get this Dallas Cowboys team back to winning Super Bowls. So Dallas Cowboys fans, NFL fans, let's start the draft. Okay, at number 12, the Cowboys are on the clock, and you could go cornerback here. I do think that would be a really great option. However, I think, from my philosophy, if you want to be better in pass defense, you really got to just get pressure on the quarterback, and that's going to make your secondary's job a lot easier, less time to cover in the back end. So getting a pass rusher, I feel like, is really key. Keldrick Falk is one of those guys that I'm eyeing on the board. He's got great physical tools. He's 6'6", 285 pounds, really good run stopper. Not going to lie, his pass rushing numbers are very scary. Only having 2 sacks last year is a concern. However, I feel like he's a really high potential guy, and if he really reaches his ceiling, he could develop into a really great pass rusher. You're really getting a guy that can help, with the run defense and develop into a good pass rusher. Just helps with the defensive line and the pass defense and the run defense. So it's a really great pick, in my opinion. So that's going to be our pick at number 12. And with our second first-round pick at pick number 20, a couple different options you could go. I'm actually going to go a little bit of a unconventional route. And for me, I'm doubling down on the defensive side, and I'm going to get another edge rusher because you can never, in my opinion, you can never have enough edge rushers, especially when you finish bottom of the league in pass defense. You really need to fix that. Of course, you can get some secondary help later in the draft. If you want to trade back into or trade down, that's an option as well. Or you can get some guys in free agency that you're comfortable with. In the draft, though, TJ Parker, again, not really great sack numbers, but really impressed with his Senior Bowl tape and his performance. And he's going to be a guy that I think gets some more love as the process continues, and he'd be a great addition opposite of Keldrick Falk, and that would give them a really good young edge rushing core that could really help develop, get to the quarterback, create pressure from the outside, but then also stop the run. It's the best of both worlds for the Dallas Cowboys, and that makes their secondary, their linebackers' jobs so much more easier. So with that, I'm going to draft TJ Parker. I hope Cowboys fans, you're not mad at me, but I hope I kind of explained my reasoning behind this. And with our first pick, we took edge Keldrick Falk. They gave us an A- for that. And then with our second first-round pick at pick number 20, we also took another edge, TJ Parker from Clemson. PFF actually ended up giving us an A- overall for this draft. I know it's usually not very conventional to draft 2 edge rushers in the first round, but edge rusher to me is one of the most premier positions on the field, and it's an impact position. You need to have. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is an A- draft? Did you not like me taking 2 edge rushers back to back? Would you prefer to trade up and get like a Sony Styles? Because honestly, at this point, I don't think he's coming out of the top 10. Or would you want to trade down and maybe get some more draft capital so you're able to get a second round or a third round? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more NFL draft content. And stay tuned for our next NFL mock draft video, where we will be doing an NFL mock draft for the LA Rams.